Yo, what's going on, guys? Joey Sugarmuck is back here with another video for you guys. So it's Friday night, I know. I figured, though, tonight, now that I finally had time, I would give you guys a little recap on the Ravens game that happened Monday night. I know it's a little late, so it's not going to be too long, but I think this is the last recap that is going to be delayed like this. The rest of our games are just, regular Sunday games, and I should be able to do the recap right after that. So I know it's been a little bit unfortunate, but now I should be fine. So after this recap, we should go back to regular recaps on Sundays. All right, so for this game, guys, big win on Monday night for us. Really happy. I think that we're making a lot of progress. I think we're getting a lot better at the perfect time. And I also think now is kind of a nice time to debrief a little bit because we now have a bye week. We don't play this week. So, it's a nice time to kind of sit back and, judge what went well in the first half, what didn't go well, areas to improve, areas that we're excelling at. But we'll talk about this game first. I think it was the most complete game we've played all year. I thought our offense played pretty well, and our defense played their best game of the season easily. We just absolutely dominated. And what was really pleasing for me is we played a full game. I know we gave up that touchdown late in the game to make it 27-13. That was complete garbage time. No one was trying, so I'm not going to count that. The defense played a complete game, and that's been a huge issue for us. The whole team has had an issue of playing a complete game, but the defense especially does a lot of, we played great for 3 quarters, but then we fold in the 4th quarter. Didn't do that this time. We played a full game, all 4 quarters. We did that very well, and I'm really happy about that. And then I don't know what is going on, but bro, Justin Houston is just playing out of his mind. I don't know what struck it, but Houston is just playing out of his mind right now. 2.5 sacks the other night, an interception off the deflection by Brent Urban, and apparently he's like the only Ravens player to have like a few straight games of more than 1 sack. He had 2 sacks against Tampa Bay. And then I think he had a sack or 2 against Cleveland. He has just been playing really well. I guess it's just Houston really fits in McDonald's scheme. I think he's really clicking with him. I just would like to see more clicking of that with our other pass rushers as well, because I feel like, Oweh, of course, has been quiet this year. Bowser, of course, made his return. On the stat sheet, Bowser was quiet, but I thought he generally did his job. He had a couple pressures, a couple hurries, didn't do anything bad or anything. Had a couple tackles, I think. He obviously had limited snaps because it was his first game back, but really happy to see Tyus Bowser return. And, of course, he got out of the game healthy. And I also think that was a game where we did get out of the game healthy, except I know Deshaun Jackson went out with like a hamstring injury, but Harbaugh said he's fine. It's just a soft tissue thing. And with the bye week, he should be back. Of course, Deshaun Jackson is not exactly the most important player on offense, but he's still a player. And he did have a couple catches, 1 catch for a first down, actually, that on Monday night before he got hurt because we just can't stay healthy. But a lot of good stuff, guys. I really think the team is starting to come together. I don't want to jinx anything. And, things are looking up while we still have plenty of injuries to deal with. Of course, Bowser returned, so that was a big milestone. Ojabo is expected to return after the bye. And I know, it's been saying that for a while, but we pretty much held him out just for safety reasons. We figured, giving him the bye, extra week to work, makes the most sense. So he's back. He's practicing. Ojabo, I think, definitely will play against Carolina next weekend because, of course, we don't play this weekend. So Ojabo will come back. We're also eyeing the returns of Marcus Williams. He should be back in, a few weeks maybe. Probably a bit more than that, but he's working his way back. Charlie Kolar, the first tight end that we drafted. I know the spotlight has been on Isaiah Likely, but Kolar was the first tight end we drafted. And I think he was the first. And he is recovering from like a hernia surgery, but he is supposed to be back. So I think we're going to activate him, and he should be back. Actually, we did activate him. He should be back against Carolina as well. So a lot of good things here. A lot of our guys are coming back. We're starting to get healthier, but I'm not going to get too excited because it seems like every time we get guys back, new guys go down. So hopefully we're able to get guys back and stay healthy. And then, of course, the running backs. Gus Edwards is expected to be back after the bye for the Panthers game as well. Dobbins not quite, but he's working his way back, and he should be back. I think they said like early December. I don't know how we're gonna go about using Dobbins. I'm sure we're gonna be really, really cautious with him after he kind of re-aggravated his knee. I mean, there's been conflicting reports on what happened, but according to him, I think my understanding is, it tightened up. It didn't exactly respond the way he wanted it to. He didn't like get a brand new injury or anything, but he clearly needed to get some more treatment, and apparently this is going to help him get back to 100% quicker. So I trust his process. I trust his decision making, but hopefully, he's good to go because we're going to need him later in the season. Love Edwards, love Drake, but the more depth we have, the better. And then, of course, not going to let that name go unnoticed. Kenyon Drake, man. He, too, I don't know where he came from. I mean, I do know where he came from, but he's just been playing. He's been balling, man. Drake has been playing so well. Monday night, he got off to a cool start, but he got much better as the game went on. He went on to have, 90-something yards. He scored 2 touchdowns. He protected the ball. Yeah, Drake, man, has been playing really, really, really well. I love how dependable he is. He's always just been there. Whenever he had to call his number when Edwards and Dobbins were unavailable, he was there. He's ready to take that next step. And again, he has been playing really, really well. His vision is looking really good. He's seeing the holes. He's protecting the ball. He's breaking a lot of tackles. So really happy with what I've seen from Kenyon Drake. He's gotten a lot better. I mean, he went from being a healthy scratch early in the season. Early in the season, he was close to being cut or released. And now here he is being our most productive running back. Of course, Edwards probably was when he was healthy, but he hasn't been healthy, so I got to give the nod to Drake at the moment. But regardless, I'm not concerned. He knows that when Edwards and Dobbins come back, they are going to be the top running backs. But he seems to understand that, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. He seems really, really happy to be here. So shout out to Kenyon Drake, and hopefully he can keep cooking. All right, so that's cool. And again, defensively, played a very, very good game. I was really happy about that. Offensively, we definitely could have been better. I know there were some sloppy plays. Lamar Jackson definitely missed some throws, but again, my biggest takeaway from Lamar Jackson is he's protecting the ball a lot better. He hasn't turned the ball over in a couple games. He's playing smart football. His decision making has been pretty good, I think. My biggest critique of him now is, he's got to hit some of the throws that he's been missing. He missed Marcus Robinson a couple times the other night. Both, one of them would have been a touchdown. The other one probably would have been a first down when we were inside the 20. He knew it too. He was, slamming himself on the chest after that. He knew it was his fault. But yeah, he's got to hit those short throws a little bit better. But still, that's an easy fix, I think. And heading into the bye week, you should be able to, watch some film and, fix that up. And then offensive line, I think, has really been the biggest area of improvement this year because it was arguably our biggest liability last year. And it's been really good this year. Stanley has really settled in after that horrendous ankle injury. He's been playing actually really, really well. He's been one of the highest graded linemen, especially in the pass blocking department. Powers, of course, has improved drastically. Linderbaum has been a stud as a center, and then Zeidler and Moses are doing their job on the right side as well. So all good news in the offensive line. Again, this is the key. Keep everyone healthy, and that's the message every time. Moses went out for a couple plays because he got a little bit banged up. He came right back in, so Moses is fine. And then I don't think that we had any formal practices this week. I'm sure we met at the facility and did some walkthrough stuff or something, but we did not have the full team practices as far as I know. Probably did some more film study stuff. But next week it should be back to normal. We'll practice full Wednesday through Friday and see how our guys are doing. I'm not going to freak out if some of our guys don't return to practice. I mean, of course, Ojabo will practice. He was practicing up until the game. He didn't get re-injured or anything. It was just out of precaution. But Edwards, of course, the hamstring injury. Those injuries are always interesting because they kind of nag at you, but hopefully he can come back to practice. And some other guys, Williams, again, they're not going to practice anytime soon, but hopefully it can be in a few weeks, as soon as a few weeks, and we'll see what happens with them. And again, as far as I know, we got out of that game healthy. I mean, I know Deshaun Jackson, but he, Harbaugh even said he probably could have come back in the game. He just held him out again out of caution. So I think we pretty much got out of the game healthy. So hopefully everyone else can recover, and we will be back in business for the bye week. After the bye week, I should say. So let's enjoy this bye week, guys. Just before we wrap up this video, a little quick, overview of just the season in general. So things that I think have worked well have been the offensive line. I think has been, as I said, a big area of improvement this year. I think pretty much the whole season has been quite good. The pass rush, I think, in general is a lot better. I think it did really well Monday night against the Saints. We got like 4 sacks. Houston, of course, had 2.5. Who else? Humphrey had a sack off a blitz, and then someone else got a sack. I forget who, but the pass rush was pretty good against the Bucs as well. So I think that has been on the rise. Again, offensive line's been good. Our running backs, our secondary guys besides Edwards and Dobbins have been very good. And then areas where we need to improve. I still think the secondary in general, it's been getting better. We're playing better as a team, but we still could be a bit better. I want to see some more turnovers forced. Run defense, I think, can be better as well. And I guess I am going to touch on that. Roquan Smith, another guy who made his Raven debut Monday night, and man, he made his presence felt. He didn't, have anything crazy on the stat sheet, but he made a couple big tackles. He owned Alvin Kamara like twice on back-to-back plays. Really happy we got Roquan Smith in. Again, he is just a tackling machine, and that is what we need on our defense. We have guys on defense who can make the play, who can deliver the blows, get some picks, but we don't have that one guy who is a very reliable tackler. He doesn't make all the big splash plays, but he knows how to get people on the ground. That is what Roquan Smith does, and I'm really, really happy about that. So, Roquan Smith played really well Monday night, and hopefully he can continue to get better and get acclimated to our system and move forward. So yeah, areas to improve, tackling, secondary I think can be a bit better, run defense can be a bit better, but I think a lot of these areas have gotten better already, and hopefully they can just continue to get better as we go. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I am out. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Go Ravens, and I will see you guys tomorrow for my game picks on this week.